This is why narcissist sexual behavior is so strange. Hey everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. If you're new here or enjoying the content, please hit that thumbs up button to show your support. We appreciate it. Today, we're diving into a topic that many of you have asked about, the strange sexual behavior of narcissists. If you've been involved with a narcissist, you've probably noticed their sexual behavior can be quite unusual, to say the least. Let's get into it. At first, they're all about you, super close and friendly. Then, out of nowhere, they start pulling away, which feels really weird and confusing. It's not what you'd expect in a normal relationship, so it leaves you overthinking and trying to figure out what's going on. This happens because they never learned how to form healthy emotional bonds as kids due to neglect. They couldn't consistently connect with their parents or caregivers, which messed up their ability to have stable relationships. Unlike most people, they struggle to feel positive emotions and might even lash out at love and affection. Their moods swing wildly, and they have a strong urge to be in control, leading to that sudden disconnect in your relationship. Alright, let's break it down. As someone who's super empathetic, you might start blaming yourself when things go south with a narcissist. But here's the deal. Dealing with a narcissist is like walking into a toxic trap because they always have an ulterior motive. They're so disconnected from themselves that they can't even begin to understand you. Instead of forming real connections, they use intimacy as a tool to manipulate and control you. They'll twist things around so that they're always calling the shots, all because they're deeply insecure. They've never experienced genuine attachment, so they need to feel like they're in charge. That's why they come off like robots, all stiff and emotionless. And when they start acting distant or uninterested, you end up blaming yourself or assuming they found someone better. It's a never-ending cycle of overthinking because you're trying to make sense of something that's just not right. But here's the kicker: your ideas about them being into someone else or losing interest, totally off base. It's not about you, it's about their messed up way of dealing with relationships. Alright, let's clear this up. Narcissists aren't into sex or intimacy. Why? Because that's all about giving someone else attention and power, and they can't handle that. They're too wrapped up in their own insecurities to let go and enjoy the moment. They're all about control, so the thought of someone else calling the shots? Nope, not happening. Plus, they couldn't care less about your pleasure or satisfaction. It's all about them and their needs. In fact, the whole idea of love and connection makes them feel queasy. They're totally turned off by anything that involves letting their guard down or being vulnerable. They're all about manipulation and control because they're not interested in connecting with you. They couldn't care less about your needs or building a bond because they've got some serious attachment issues going on. And that's why everything feels off. It's like they're playing by a totally different rulebook. You're expecting a normal, healthy relationship where you connect and grow together. But they're not on the same page. They'd rather you blame yourself than realize the truth that they're just not capable of forming real connections. Even if they've had plenty of relationships and flings, it's all just a facade. They weren't into any of it, and they definitely weren't enjoying themselves in the bedroom. It's a tough pill to swallow, but it's the reality of dealing with someone like them. They get off on the whole manipulation game, love bombing, gaslighting, you name it. That's what gets them going. They might also be into porn and solo action, but when it comes to getting down and dirty with another person, not their thing. They only do it to gain the upper hand, to get you to agree with them or give them what they want. If they feel like they're losing their grip on you, they might pull out the intimacy card to keep you hooked. Or if they've lost you already, they might try to reel you back in. But here's the kicker: they're not enjoying any of it. In fact, it grosses them out. They're just using intimacy and sex as tools to keep you under their thumb. It's messed up, but that's how they operate. Some of them will play along, acting like they're into it just to keep up appearances. They don't want to feel like they're broken or anything, but deep down, they know it's them. They're the ones who never seem interested when you're the one trying to get things going. But here's the kicker: a lot of them don't even feel like they're missing out. It's not on their radar. They could go ages without getting down and dirty because it just doesn't do anything for them. It's all about using it as a tool to keep you under their control. That's why they brush it off, like it's no big deal. To them, it's just not worth thinking about. They'll go through the motions to keep you satisfied or to keep you from catching on to their issues. After all, wanting to be close to someone is totally normal, and they'll do whatever it takes to keep up the facade. There's absolutely nothing wrong with wanting closeness and intimacy. It's totally natural, but when you're tangled up with a narcissist, things get all messed up. You're not forming that real connection like you should, and that's seriously harmful. Anything that goes against the natural flow tends to cause trouble, right? The thing is, they just don't have that desire or drive for it. It's like there's a switch missing. Unless they can use it to serve their own agenda, they're just not interested. And you'll notice it all through the relationship, not just in the bedroom. They'll pull away when you try to hug or kiss them because they're not about that affectionate life. Anything that's not in their control, forget it. It's all about their insecurities ruling the show. Even if they're calling the shots, they're not really into it. They only use it as a tool to mess with your head and keep you under their thumb. And even then, they'll only bother if they feel like they have to. Otherwise, forget it. But here's the kicker, it's gonna mess with your head big time. You'll start doubting yourself, your attractiveness, your skills in the bedroom, the whole 9 yards. It's not every day you come across someone who's not interested in getting busy, right? So naturally, you'll start pointing fingers at yourself, thinking you're the problem. Thing is, they're clueless when it comes to love. They're so disconnected from themselves that they can't even begin to connect with you or anyone else. They see vulnerability as a weakness, not realizing it takes real guts to open up. But here's where it gets real sad. They were brought up to believe that love is just a way to get what you want. They never saw the real deal, where love is about genuine connection and trust. All they know is how to use and be used. They're missing out on the whole unconditional love gig, where you can truly find yourself. Narcissists view others as mere objects to fulfill their needs, devoid of genuine connection or intimacy. They manipulate and control, using representations of intimacy solely for their own benefit. Their aim is possession, not genuine emotional connection. If you found this insight valuable, show your support by giving this video a thumbs up. Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button to stay updated with more content like this. For additional resources and personalized guidance, check out the free book and one-on-one consultation available through the link in the description. Thank you for watching, and remember, you're not alone on this journey.